The train now arriving at platform 5 into 2205, diverted East Coast Mainline service, London, King's Cross.
Hello and welcome to Ballan Parkway double gauge layout phase 4. Is it phase 4? God, I've lost track now. Anyway, the next phase, enjoy. Okay, this area here is going to be redeveloped for an engine shed, I think a DMU shed. So basically I've got to take these yard lamps out. I'll use them somewhere else. Really good, these. Real bulbs, not LEDs. This building here is going, and all the bits and pieces. I may put that somewhere else, but I've got to clear this land here for a new depot, which is going to be quite interesting. So a lot of things are coming out here, and basically what I'm going to do here, got this three-way point, and that's going to split into 3 ways and then 4 for another depot to go in this vicinity here. So that's part of the sidings. So it's redeveloped, and it's going to be quite interesting. Okay, the track's been lifted, the buildings have been cleared, all the detailing's gone, and now we're going to make progress laying new track. It's quite effective actually, to a degree. Bit of wasteland there, which soon won't be. So we're going to clear a lot of this ballast off as well. And that'll be a new depot. Okay, just give you a brief idea of what I'm doing. This is my father's engine shed. It's a 4-lane. So he's dismantled his layout so he could have this. So basically I put the track down just as a plan to get an idea what I need to do. It's all a bit hiddly-piddly at the moment, but basically got a 3-way point here. That's the throat of the depot, and then you've got 4 lanes. Obviously it's going to be reconfigured a little bit and get some proper track in there, but that's the idea. It's a nice shed. It's in good condition as well. So that's the next stage of the project. I'll just give you a rough idea. So basically got the 3-way point there, and then another point here to make it 4 lanes. And put inspection pits in there, lights, maybe even doors, I'm not sure about that. And outside here, where it comes through the tunnel into a side in here, and then you've got a shunting track which will go to more sidings down the line, further down the line there. So I've got to plan this out. Obviously you've got to strip all this grass stuff off here. May use some of this, I quite like that. But yeah, just an idea, just a plan there. But I think it'll look good. So the Bachmann engine shed is 4450. It's nicely weathered as well. So I put real proper lights on the front. So obviously it's based on the steam era, but they did use them for diesels. Get them going for a while. I like that. They look good. Okay, it's all been stripped back. So basically they've got rid of the ballast and some of the grassed areas, ready for some construction on there and track laying. So basically I've used some water to deactivate the glue down there. Quite tough stuff. I've scraped it off with a scraper and a bit of sanding block as well. So that's ready now for the next stage. Looks different to what it was. Okay, for these 2 points here, the 3-way, and the siding point. Put point motors in, not wired them up yet. They're all ready to go down here. 1, 2, 3. All set and ready to go. Okay, a bit more of the infrastructure here. So I've put this wall, retaining wall here to fill in the gap, and I've used filler to actually fill it in. It looks like there's a bit of concrete there, painted that and weathered it. So you've got a little concrete alteration there. There's a bit here as well. There's a styrofoam, I think from Falla, second hand. It was from my dad, so I might as well use it. And you do see bits like this where it's been altered, the actual structure. Seems to work. What I'm doing here, this is going to be grassed over, this area here, and here we've got part of the old track. So I put the sleepers down from some disused track I've got. Just cut the sleepers off, which are already weathered, and put some just scattered about down there. So the pile's just been abandoned. It wasn't a siding, it's part of the old track, so I'm going to leave it like that. And just work some flocking around it, what they call flocking, static grass, sorry, around there. So I'm going to paint the base. Just tidy this up a little bit. So it's nearly completed the entrance there. It's coming on. I might tone this down a little bit more on the brickwork here just to match where the concrete is there. Okay, I've now painted the base here as like an earth coating before I put the static grass down, applied static grass. I used to put a base paint on there, and the same in the tunnel here, the bridge here as well. Okay, I've now grassed over the bare patch down in the corner there where the old line used to go. So it's overgrown now with grass. Need to put a few weeds in there. There's the sleepers. So that was part of the old loop there, which has now been static grassed. A few little weeds in there, got to add more. But I'm happy with that. That's coming really well. And that's part of the infrastructure being adapted. A few more bits to add in there, but I'm quite happy with that. Into the entrance to the new siding, yard, etc. Depot. Okay, just showing the tunnel where I've ballasted as well. So it's been ballasted each side here and here, and that's the track going into the yard. Needs weathering obviously, so I did paint under here first with where the blue tack was, and it's come up quite well. Might put some weeds in there eventually, things like that. So that's a single track into the new yard that I'm constructing. Okay, part of the road structure here on top of what I'm building, I've had to rip it up to adapt this new bridge here. So I'm going to do is a dead end. So I've had to rip some of the road structure up here, put a new pillar in there and put some more wood on top and use filler to fill it in. So I need to put some of the road structure back on. It's going to be a dead end, not a main road. And you're going to file that down. It's going to be a little walkway through here, not a road. So it's been adapted to the new redevelopment. So that's going to be slightly different. The redeveloped road is almost done. So I've put a bit of tarmac down here, which is just paper from Scale Scenics, which are printed on a laser printer, and cut out the WL lines individually, stuck those down. I've used PVA glue this time. I've been using self-adhesive backing, but it seems to bubble up when it gets warm. So I'll just glue it down. Of course, print it off if you need to do another one. So that's the finished product. A bit bumpy here, but you've just got those inroads anyway. So it leads through a walkway to here onto the bridge. So it's more of a back scene, in between scene really. So I'm not really going to go further this way. It's an off scene structure really. And I've put a bit of brick wallpaper here, cover the top with concrete sections, again just printed paper, and just a few bits and pieces to tidy up there, but I'm quite pleased with that. So that's the redesigned road. It's a dead end, so it's been redeveloped, as you did get these sometimes, into a road that used to be there, which is not there anymore, into a walkway for the bridge into the yard. And this is the next phase to paint that. But yeah, it's been redeveloped quite well. I'm happy with that. Bit of tidying up, and that's the renewed, refurbished, adapted section. Okay, this is the Accurascale Class 55 Deltic. These have been out for probably a couple of months now, but I must say this is absolutely fantastic. It's not mine, it's a friend of mine called Daryl. Check his YouTube channel out, Daryl Deltic. He's building superb layout with catenary and different levels on his layout, so I recommend that. I'll put a link in there for you. But this is really good. They've really gone to town on this, and you can't fault it. It's as simple as that. I cannot fault this at all. It's such a good model. I really wanted one of these, but left it too late and they sold out. So let's fire this up. So, start up. Both engines. We've got a deep humming sound with a bass speaker in there, which is just superb. Horns. Roof fan. There's even engine room lights. I'll just turn the lights off on the station and you can see inside the engine room. Pretty impressive. Just to update you, on the last video I did, I featured a V2 locomotive, steam locomotive, which was named with my father's name because he wasn't well. I gifted that as a present to him, which is at his home now. Unfortunately, he passed away yesterday. Just want to wish and thank everybody for the heartfelt comments on that before it happened. People saying I hope he's okay, things like that. I don't know some of you people, never met you before, but that means a lot to me, so I really appreciate that. I'm fine, but sad news, obviously my father's passed away, and just want to say thank you for your support. Thank you very much. See you soon. Okay, my father's not been well recently and I've had to dismantle his model railway layout, which is very sad to do, but it was in the loft and he couldn't make it up there anymore or would really struggle. So it's a sad day for him really, but obviously you can come and watch this layout. And what I've done, I've sold some of his locos, and his favourite engine was the V2. He used to work on the railways when he was very young for a brief period. And what I've done here, I've asked TMC to name a locomotive, and I've named my father's name Brian Ballan. I'll just show you. I know it's fictitious, but this is going to be for Father's Day for him.